Hello, Jason here from Emerald Computers. We're going to give you a quick tour of some of our wholesale inventory. So we do have quite a few laptops. They are separated by the processor type. So up here we have Ryzen. These ones are just some with a little bit of problems, but ones that we're going to be able to fix. And then they're all separated by generation. So these are 10th gen, 8th and 9th gen, 6th and 7th gen, 4th and 5th gen, all the way down to the bottom. On the other side, it's the exact same. So we have the 10th gen here on the top, 9th gen, all the way down. We do have a lot of Chromebooks that we've been refurbishing. These are the ones that were not like super simple to what we did is we tried to reset them. If they can reset and work right away, we put them on our shelf to sell. If they had even the smallest thing that was holding it back from resetting, we just put them in this box. There are 36 in this box. We are only going to be selling these to somebody who is a recycler because we want them to make sure that they are wiped. We always protect everybody's data. So we do have quite a few of the 4th and 5th gen laptops right here, and they are all for sale. We have decided that we are not going to be refurbishing anything below 6th anymore, and we're probably not even going to be working at 6th because we have so many 8th and above. We do have this entire stack right here. It hasn't even been sorted into inventory. All these tubs here have all been purchased recently, and they have not been sorted into inventory yet. We have this tub here, this pile here. This is actually a 10th gen bin. So, and we do have laptop chargers for pretty much every charger. The prices can include the laptop charger or don't necessarily include the laptop charger. Quick tour of our tech area. So we are trying to sell most of these for our price list here. If someone buys in bulk and wants to make an offer and it's relatively close to this, we can definitely make a deal. We don't have Ryzen chips on here. We're going to worry about that later. If someone wanted all the most of these are going to be $20. A 5th or 6th gen. It depends on whether it's an i3, i5, i7. Obviously, we can make a little. If someone's buying in bulk, they're going to get a better deal. These computers, for the most part, do not include a drive, though a lot of them currently have drives. If you are not like a reseller that protects data and does all that, we are going to have to remove the drive before we sell it to you. But if you are somebody who's buying in bulk and you are a reseller and you have the certifications where you know data protection and you've signed on to all that, we can leave the drives in there. It doesn't affect the price at all. 8th gen ones, 95, 140, 165 for i7. We do give discounts on that for large purchases, as I just said. We don't have a price for 10th gen right now, because we normally just refurbish those and put those in-house. So if you look at all these shelves, between everything you see here, there's approximately 250 to 300 laptops that we have ready to go. About 35 per tub like that, so quite a bit. Over here we have some more laptops that we've pretty much given up on. These are ones with broken keyboards, sometimes other issues, broken hinges, taken apart, and we're keeping them here because they are new enough that we can use them for parts generally. And so we do keep them, and we do have people to come and they want to refurbish those. So we have power supplies, mostly newer power supplies right there. And then we do have our RX 580s. We're trying to blow them out. If somebody wants to buy the whole lot, I'm going to go really, really cheap on those. Here's some more video of it. We're just done with the RX 580s. Make me an offer. How much you want to pay for an RX 580? These have mining BIOSes on them, so they're going to need to get BIOS flashed. And we don't have the BIOS, so it's a little bit of a difficult process. So in the warehouse, we have, as soon as you walk in, we have all the used gaming type computers. And somebody needs to make an offer on those, and they will get sold. Here we have mostly 6th gen on this shelf. And this entire shelf here is 7th and 8th gen. Quite that whole stack up there on the top is i5s, though we do have quite a lot of i3s. This one has another chart that we go by. So if you want to get a 7th gen i5 computer, we're doing 75. If someone just buys a handful, the wholesale people, if they buy at least 10, we've been taking $10 off. And if someone buys at least like 30 or 40, we've been taking $15 to $20 off, depending on which model they want. Again, same thing with the drives. They may or may not have drives. Don't expect to be included with a drive. Then we have, small form factor computers, more RX 580s. This is a stack of 4th gen right here. We have another stack of 4th gen and 3rd gen right there. We do have a huge amount of monitors, and we are really trying to get rid of monitors. We have a lot of quite nice 24-inch ones, even some 27-inch monitors. We also have our entire selection of used televisions, though those are going away pretty quickly because we are slashing the prices. Most of the televisions you see are $20, and some of them are even $10. So now we have a whole bunch of pallets of these. These are all HP. Some of them have that sticker, which basically means 6th gen. A lot of them have 5th gen and 4th gen stickers, mostly 4th gen, not 5th. So we do have a lot of excess stuff over here we need to get through and sort. It's part of the process. Quite a lot of interesting devices. Here is a stack of just computers we've decided that are not worth refurbishing. They are going to be recycled for scrap metal. Now, those are one of the few things we actually sell by the pound. So we try to get per piece pricing on everything. And, then back here, we have 4 more pallets of 2nd and 3rd gen desktops. We have our forklifts, so makes it easy to load trucks. We do have a lot of circuit boards and other things like that, which we do sell by the pound. This whole pallet is 6th, 7th, and 8th gen ones that we just recently acquired from 3 big recycling jobs, and they're going to go back up front. And then you can't really see it too well, but back there we have 3 more pallets on the ground level of 4th gen and 2nd gen. I think the first pallet is 2nd gen, 4th gen, 4th gen. The one up there on the pallet rack, that's also 4th gen. And then behind it, there are 2 more pallets of, I think one is 2nd, 3rd, and the other one is 4th gen. We also have these boxes here, these Gaylords, that are just whatever we couldn't really find a home for, gets tossed into that. We are running out of space, and we definitely need to get a lot more space. We also got a ton of monitors. So most of these monitors that are wrapped up are working, tested, and then the ones that are just thrown in, we kind of gave up on working, tested because nobody's willing to pay extra money for all that effort that we put into it. So at this point, we have 8 pallets of ready-to-go monitors, and we have enough monitors right now to make at least 10 more Gaylords. So I kind of want to just get rid of what we have now so that we can have the floor space, because we can't even access half of our warehouse because we're out of floor space to put stuff. We do have all these racks. Definitely going to sell those. So just make an offer on it. We can load them on a pallet, probably put this one and that one on the same pallet. That'll be good. We do keep our collectible item computers over there, which is basically anything made before like 1992. We do have drawers and drawers full of cables. Oh, and back here, we have 2 entire pallets full of boxes right there. 2 pallets full of boxes of laptop chargers. So almost any laptop charger you could imagine, we got. Okay. Well, that's everything. Let me know, not everything, but no, we do have all these all-in-ones and some AMD computers, more all-in-ones. All of these have been tested. They all work. And on the back, so this is the back of the 6th gen shelf, which is just more 6th gen. There are another dozen or so computers, or maybe 2 dozen computers back there, which are mostly 6th, 7th, and 8th. So as I said before, we are overflowing. We need about 2 semi-truckloads of stuff to leave this place. I have a lot of people right now who want to recycle stuff, and we're kind of putting a lot of people on hold because we don't have enough space to put their stuff. I think both of our vehicles outside are actually currently full of stuff that needs to get unloaded and put in here. So it's a pretty crazy situation. Anyway, let's go real quick, see if we have any tubs. So these tubs here are all full of laptops that we have decided we are not going to pursue. There's about a dozen or so laptops per tub, and it looks like we have 6 tubs that are full and a nice stack sitting on top. So that's another, 100 or so laptops. Okay, that's everything. My cell phone number is 602-579-4919. Call me. Dragon at emeraldcomputers.com. Make an offer on anything you see. We are really looking for people who buy at least a few pallets at a time. We can do everything up to a full truckload. If it's more than a truckload, we want to have it separated by at least a week so we can get the second truckload ready. If anybody wants to buy something less than a pallet, we are asking that you come to our store. If you want to meet with me personally, which I can negotiate the best deals for you, make sure you call me and we'll meet. We'll set up an appointment. We are here in Peoria, 7642 West Vogel Avenue. If you want to send a scout or something to come look at all the stuff we have, just come anytime we're open. But if you want to actually buy, come talk to me. We sell to stores, all in Texas, Mexico, California. We have people who buy container loads, ship them to Africa, ship them to Vietnam. So we've done a lot of exporting. We've done a lot of bulk purchases, and we're a little bit full right now. So we're definitely looking for somebody to make us an offer. I don't have a spreadsheet. What I want you to do is tell me what you are willing to pay for different generations, what you're willing to pay for working tested 15-inch, 19-inch, 17-inch monitors. We don't have that many 15-inch, maybe only like a dozen. So let me know what you are willing to pay, and we can make a deal. What I don't want is to have the conversation that goes in a circle of, what do you have? And then I tell them what we have, and then they're like, well, let me lowball some really lowball price. And then I don't want that. I want to know what you pay. I want you to send me your price list. Anyway, have an awesome day, and let me know what you need.